Morgans, welcome back. It's Talisa coming back to you with another video, and today's video is going to be super cool. It's going to be my baddie on the budget makeup look. I got a new wig I'm gonna link for you guys. I got some new sunglasses I'm gonna link for you guys, and I showed you guys in this video basically how I do my makeup using basically all drugstore cheaper products and how you can still make it look like you wearing Marc Jacobs, honey. So actually do want to give you guys a coupon code link for these glasses. These are just one pair that I have because it matches this outfit, but I do have a rose gold pair. And this is from the site on Instagram called F&P Accessories. She is a black owned business and she just sells sunglasses and other inspired luxury items. And I really like it. These glasses run for $15, but if you use my coupon code Dimples right here, you would get 10% off, so they will come down to about $12. So if you want to support a black owned business, support your girl, and have you some bomb bougie glasses, then I suggest you check out this Instagram site. I will link it down below. And thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm going with this Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. This is like $7, $8 from Ulta. It's a really good toner and moisturizer during the summertime because you don't want something super concentrated or thick in the summer because you're just going to sweat it out. So I like to use that spray as my moisturizer. So please excuse the dog barking and my air is on really loud, but we're going to keep on going. So I just did my brows. I used the Ulta Brow Pomade, and this one's in the color dark brown. It's super dried out, but you can just put some drops in it and it will come back to life. I believe I got this for like $10. It's a really good pomade, very similar to the Anastasia one. And to clean up my brows, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. foundation palette. This palette, I believe, if they still have it on their website, is maybe like $8. You can definitely use a concealer like the LA Girl concealer or any other type of concealer that you have, but I feel like you get more bang for your buck with this one because you get 4 different shades. So if I want to use something cheaper for the day, I will use this palette, and I'm going to use this shade under my eye and this shade on the top of my brow because I don't want or sometimes I even mix the two top for under my brow because I like to have a lighter shade on the bottom and then a foundation shade on the top, just so it looks put together and not like my brows are just hanging in the middle of space by themselves. Okay, so we're gonna go in with eyes first, and I was using this NYX concealer. I think it's an under eye concealer first before I got the MAC paint pot, and as you can tell, I use a lot of it. This one's in the shade medium, and this works just as good as the MAC paint pot, so you don't have to spend your money on the MAC paint pot, even though the MAC paint pot is good. But I was using this one way before I got that, and this, I believe this is like $8, something like that. It's not over 10, I don't believe. I'm gonna go in with the Aphrodite palette first, and I'm gonna go in with the shade called Coy, C-O-Y, right here, and it has a really nice mirror attached to it, which is super helpful. So I'm just going to take that shade. I have not cleaned my brushes yet, so they're still dirty, but I'll clean them soon. I'm just going to use this shade to just kind of set my eyeshadow base, and some people will just put the eyeshadows right on top of a wet base, but I like for my eyeshadows to blend nicely and smoothly, so I just like to set it first. So we're going to go into the Beauty Creations Irresistible palette, and it's really small and cute. I'm going to use this shade called Raw Senior. Like I said, this is a dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette. I haven't reviewed this one yet, but I think it's pretty similar to the Modern Renaissance. As you can tell, it has pretty nice pigmentation. It's pretty similar, and this one I believe is $8. So I'm gonna go into this palette, which is the Solar Matte Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm gonna take this. I think I'm gonna take. Ooh, which one should I take? I'm gonna take this orange color right here, and this one's called Rebirth. I'm just gonna take this and kind of blend it around the same area as these other shadows I've been doing. Okay, so for the crease, I'm gonna go into my Athena palette, and I'm gonna go into the shade called Clever. Now, you do not have to use these palettes like interchange in between them, but I'm just the type of person who I can't really find a palette that has everything in it that I need. So I do tend to use different palettes when I do my eyeshadow. I'm not a person who really cares about having one palette that has all the shades I want, because I'm too picky. Excuse the dog. I'm gonna use this CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer, and this one's in Deep. I use this one a lot as an eyeshadow primer, but today I'm going to use it as kind of like a concealer, as a cut crease concealer. I'm not doing the cut crease per se, but I'm doing something similar to it. I'm gonna go into the shade called Cunning in the Athena palette. I'm gonna apply that on my lid using a kind of flattish brush. My concealer isn't all the way dry, but it's pretty much dried. I'm just gonna tap that on, as you can tell. Okay, the dog is still going ham, but we gonna act like you don't hear it, because you might don't. But I'm done with the eyes. I just went in with a makeup wipe and just cleaned up. I'm gonna go in with my AOA Wonder Skin primer. This one is from Shop Miss A. I know a lot of you guys know about Shop Miss A by now. I've been shopping on there since at least 3 years now. It's a really good website. Everything's $8. They do have a makeup brand, and some things are about $3, but nothing is super expensive. Okay, so now for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This one's in the shade 340. The sun is going down. It's a truck, but it's about to storm, so just great. And the dog is barking. Just a wonderful video. I'm hoping this is my shade, because I did get a tan a few weeks back, and I don't know if the tan is gone or not, but we're going to use this to apply to our face. For concealer, I'm going to go on with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fine. I like to use this to just conceal my face if it wasn't all the way concealed from the foundation, because I don't put foundation directly under my eyes. This shade is a little bit lighter nowadays. One, I believe I do still have a little bit of tan, and I did use my tan foundation, so it's a little bit lighter than it usually would be, but usually my skin tone. But I'm going with this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I got this from Ulta. This is in the shade C13, and this concealer is so good. Oh shoot, this is the darker one. Dang it. I meant C12 to highlight. Dang, I used the wrong shade. But I'm gonna use this concealer to highlight. I love this concealer. I never tried the Tarte Shape Tape, but I feel like this is very similar to that. So we're gonna blend this out. So we're gonna go with this Makeup Revolution stick, and we're going to cream contour. And I literally love this stick, one, because it's not too much. It's like $10, I think. And I really love the shade of it. The shade is like a warm-ish shade. I feel like cool tones do not look good on me, so I don't try to use those often. Now to set the face, I love my Laura Mercier setting powder. It's my favorite setting powder. I use it every day, but sometimes I do like to splurge out and use, you know, cheaper powders, because that powder is super expensive. So one of the powders that I've been liking lately is the Black Radiant Loose Setting Powder, and this one is in Banana. So I'm going to use this to set my face, and it looks like this. And we're just going to put it under our eye. This is my favorite cheap bronzer. This is the Malibu Glitz bronzer. I don't remember what shade this is in, but I get it off of Shop Miss A, and I love this bronzer so much because it's just a really nice shade and it's super cheap. So I'm just gonna take this around the outside portions of my face. I don't need a whole lot because, like I said, this foundation shade is pretty much a little bit bronze anyway. But for contour, I have a contour I like to use that's from LA Colors, but I'm not gonna use it today. I'm gonna use my Baddie Cosmetics palette, and I'm gonna use this contour shade. I'm only gonna use it a little bit because, like I said, I don't really like cool tone contours on me, but just about every single one is cool tone, so you don't have a choice. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this, a little bit. I'm also going to mix a dab of it with this kind of blush shade. Alright, now for blush, we're going to go in with this Baddie Cosmetics blush. It's the Tulip one, and it looks like this. Now I have a bunch of blushes that are not high-end, but this is one of my favorites. It's just a really cool, pretty shade. I like to mix both of these together. One is glittery and one is just like a matte blush. So I'm gonna just mix these together, and I believe this was like $7 or something like that off of Baddie Cosmetics. I got it kind of a long time ago. Okay, so I'm going back into the Aphrodite palette. I'm taking this top shade right here. It's kind of like a foiled glitter. We're going to see how it looks going inside of our inner corner to bring some of the glitter out from our shirt. And this is why I always get dressed first before I do my makeup, because you always want your makeup to match your outfit. I hate seeing girls with red makeup on and the outfit don't even match. Like, what? Makeup is an accessory, just like a watch. You're not gonna put on a gold watch when you have a bunch of silver on. At least I'm not. Alright, and then I'm gonna take this shade called Admire and run it down the bottom of my waterline. And for highlighter, I'm going to use this palette that I got from Route 21. This is the Glow Goddess palette, and it looks like this. It's a beautiful palette, a very, very beautiful palette. I'm going to go in with a mixture of these two. This one is called Summer, and this one's called Golden Bronze. This was $7. It looks like this at the back. I don't know, this shade, these two just really spoke out to me, so I'm just gonna dip mostly in this one and just dip a tiny bit in that one, just to get a little bit of a more brown into this highlighter, because I don't want it to be too light. Okay, for lips, this is one of my favorite lipsticks when I first got into colorful lipsticks. This is by Wet n Wild, and this one's in Mochalicious 914C. I'm going to go in and line my lips first with a brown lip liner. It doesn't even matter what it looks like. My camera's about to die, so I have to hurry up, you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is basically my baddie on a budget, how I look cute, look like I'm wearing some expensive stuff. Make sure to check out FMP Accessories. Like I said, I'll have a link down below. Use my coupon code Dimples, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you and I need you.